My most significant flavor memory is my grandmother out at the cabin. I'd spend the cabins out on the lake with my Oma and Opa for the summers. And she would wake me up and ask me if I would like potato pancakes or crepes every morning. And so I just remember like crepes being such a big part of my childhood. And that's like everything, the smell, the preserves that we put on them, rolling them up or folding them. Everyone had their own way of eating them. That was kind of like my first big food memory. And I didn't even really know what it was until I was like in my 20s. I thought everyone kind of grew up eating this way. We didn't go to McDonald's as kids. And it wasn't until like I started living on my own, I was like, wow, I was actually spoiled rotten as far as eating goes growing up. They made everything from scratch. And yeah, that's my big one. Oh, you know what it is? She made this dandelion jam. And I never got the recipe before she passed away. And every time I see dandelions come up in spring, I'm like, I should really learn how to make that dandelion jelly. Yeah, that's it. I guess kind of lucked out. I got a wicked job in the kitchen at the age of 13 years old as a dishwasher. And I lucked out. They promoted me to prep cook. So I learned how to make fresh pasta, knife skills, breaking down seafood at a very young age. And I worked at a restaurant where they made everything from scratch. So I've never been part of the fast food machine. Regional Canadian cuisine, I would say, is kind of like cooking without borders, but using what Canada has to offer. Because we're such a new country and there's all this influence from around the world, we're able to learn from that and make it our own. Raw Almond is a 21-day temporary restaurant on a frozen river in the middle of the city. We kind of put it together, and the idea was, how do we build a stronger culinary community in our own city? So when we started, I didn't have any idea that it would reach outside of Winnipeg, but what I wanted to do is bring everyone in the community together and then cook together and make good food and share that with the customer all under one tent, because the idea was to have a direct relationship with the customer. There's nothing more sacred than gathering around a table, having good drink, good conversation, and good food. You create magic. Flavor's kind of like everything, we even have flavor when we're walking down the street and smelling something, whether it be not even food related. You're still getting flavor. Even when you meet somebody, those pheromones in the air, that's a little bit of flavor that you're getting. And food just so happens to be, the food is like one of the best things in the world. We need it. We need it to survive. And so we can take food and make it really good and give it to people. And it kind of gives them something to look forward to for the rest of the week or day or whatever it may be.